Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're watching me from. This is Architect Chidi. Today I want to be talking about the reasons why you have cracks in your walls. This my channel. I want to be using it to educate, enlighten, and empower people that are interested in building construction, not only the prices of constructing your structures, but also be able to enlighten you on some possible features and possible um reasons why you have so this and so that in your structures. Like today now, I want to be enlightening you more on why you have a crack in your walls. One of the reasons is because of plaster sands, the plaster you use, the mixture of your plaster. Most times the mixture tends to be too sticky. When your mixture tends to be too sticky, um, it causes cracks on your walls at a long time because of the thickness of the plaster sand majorly. But when you moderate your mixture so that the plaster sand can equate with the sharp sand, you won't have crack. Do you have any tendency of building collapse with this? No, it just cracks the plaster majorly. So the next one is the residential settlement. There are some parts of our country and our states that used to settle, especially in Lagos State. If you are built in Lagos State, you know that there are a lot of land settling there. So you have to be very careful with the kind of foundation you do there. So if the structure is not sound, when the land settles, it tends to separate, it tends to crack the building itself. The reasons why this happen is because the structure is not well done from the foundation, so it separates the walls. So is there any tendency for building collapse with this? Yes. So you have to contact your engineer right now. If you have such cracks in your building, contact your engineer, your civil engineer, to give you advice on what to do and to amend that immediately. Following structural elements. Following structural elements are if there are load distributions in construction, there are load bearing walls in construction, there are lightweight and deadweights in construction. So if you don't know all these things, if these things are not well observed, they are not well observed in your structure, in your construction, you will have cracks. Where a load is supposed to carry certain amount of people and you turn your building into a warehouse, it also affects it. The falling structure element is you build a house that will carry 20 persons. At the end of the day, you spend people more than 100 persons, 70 persons are living in that structure. It can cause crack, load, and falling element of structures. When the load is not well distributed to where it's supposed to be, it will cause crack, and also it can cause the collapse of that building. Secondly is shallow foundations. Shallow foundations. There are some parts of the country in Nigeria where you have to spend double for you to be able to get a strong foundation that will avoid crack later in that structure. Your building can last 2 years, it can last 3 years, but depending on the type of foundation you did, maybe from the fifth, fourth, sixth year, you begin to experience cracks in your walls. So if you have a shallow foundation, it can also bring cracks in your wall. So depending on where you are doing your construction, deepen your foundation depending on the type of structure. Some people will do bungalow and they said it doesn't carry anything, so they will just do 1 feet, they will just clear and lay block. It will crack your building sometime later, at least 2 feet 6 into the ground, and also you take it from there. So the moisture level of the environment you are about to construct in will also determine if your wall will crack. water is very strong. You cannot neglect it in your construction. It can crack your walls, it can crack blocks, it can do anything. If the moisture wants to take over the structure, it cracks to penetrate into your walls. Then poor materials, it cannot be overemphasized. Poor materials have rendered a lot of people um um homeless in such a way that they built a house and they could not live inside it because of poor materials. The tendency of collapse. There are a lot of cracks all over the world. A lot of um, um, amendments to be done because you did not buy the right material. So buy the right materials. There are dead walls, there are dead loads, there are life loads in your building. Know how to distribute them so that it will not crack your walls. Thank you so much and God bless you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and God bless you. See you some other time. I still remain Architect Chidi. God bless you.